welcome to Honestly Rated, and today we'll be talking about your second favorite orange cat, Tough Luck. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Let me shout out the person in the comments that suggested this idea, OC Dave. I like doing these themed Honestly Rateds, and obviously Tough Luck for St. Patrick's Day was just a perfect match made in heaven. So today we're going to take a look at Tough Luck, her gameplay and design, to really see if Tough Luck was honestly ever any good. But before we go into the gameplay, let me give you Tough Luck's lore. Tough Luck was part of a tribe that guarded the Fortunia Springs, which is the source of all good luck in Skylands. Now, even though this place is pretty hidden in a bunch of canyons, Chaos and his minion were able to find it and were planning to drain it of all its good luck. Luckily, Tough Luck was on patrol that day and stopped them from what they were doing. After this interaction, Tough Luck was called by her tribe to go drink the magical water. Tough Luck also decided that she wanted to join the trap team after this, where she can go and help Skylands and protect even more people. With the lore out the way, let's go take a look at Tough Luck and see what type of luck she can give. Hopefully we can get the good kind and not the bad kind. Starting off, we have the Traptanium Warblades and Pounce mode. I won't lie, starting off with Tough Luck isn't that great. Her Warblades honestly do so little damage. The main reason being is that with trap team members, usually they have a combo with their primary, and with Tough Luck's, it is pretty fast. But the first two hits that you do are gonna be doing 15 damage only. And most characters in this game that you have to go against are faster than your combo. So most of the time, you can only get 2 hits off, which is just gonna be 15 damage each time, giving you the grand total of 30 damage. If you can get off that full combo though, you are hitting for 80 damage, which is good. Then the other thing too with it is that it has a knockback effect when landing the combo. And since this combo is fast, you can just keep doing it over and over and over again to the point where the enemy is not able to get back up and just constantly keeps taking 80 damage, allowing you to get a free kill. But the real thing that I hate about this beginning half of Tough Luck is going to be Pounce mode. Pounce mode is such a weird move for a beginning move. The reason being is that Tough Luck has nothing to benefit from this move from the beginning. If we go back and take a look at the description of this move, it says that we can press O to put down some grass, and then we can press square to pounce at enemies. Now this makes you think, okay, I'm gonna be able to do some special move when I'm in this grass that's gonna do something cool. No, it's just your standard primary that you've been doing forever. It doesn't give you a damage buff, it doesn't put any type of stun, doesn't like launch back enemies. It is literally just your primary. So then you ask, what else can the grass do? Well, it makes you go invisible, but it's not like you go invisible while walking around and placing down the grass. No. It's only when the grass stops placing when you can actually go into the grass and go invisible. You could also walk backwards and go back into the grass you just placed to go invisible, but then you're just kind of sitting in a patch of grass in a game where enemies don't move. If enemies were able to move around and just kind of walk around without noticing you, then I could see an intrinsic ability of just sitting in grass waiting for enemies to get away from you. But if there's a fucking mob waiting for you, they'll just sit there until you get out or until the grass disappears. Another thing that sucks too is that let's say an enemy is getting ready to hit you and you go invisible. The enemy will still do its move, still hitting you, usually knocking you out of your grass, which leads enemies to see you and then come back at you and try to hit you again. The only thing that this grass does that I see kinda useful is that it does 10 damage if enemies are on top of it. And another thing that I hate about this move is that it's written so poorly. Pounce mode states that if you press O, you will be able to enter into Pounce mode. The thing they fail to mention is that if you hold down O, you can make a larger patch of grass. This is something that should be vital to the character because it is something that is very beneficial. If you just press O, you'll make a little inky dinky piece of shit grass that you can't really use. I really think upgrades are going to be really necessary for this move to even work remotely at all. That's why we're going to go on to the Warblade Stab and Green Thumb. The Warblade Stab is a little bit of a funky move, and it's not bad. I actually like how they went with this. The Warblade Stab is a pounce that you can do that has 3 different damage outputs. One that does 65, one that does 130, and one that does 182. And there's actually a way to know what type of damage you will be dealing. And I'll show you with the same clip. A normal clover gives you 65, a rainbow clover gives you 130, and if you do a pounce from the grass, that one gives you the most at 182. At least from what I saw. Now the first two are luck based. If you get a normal clover or a rainbow clover, that doesn't really matter. I really do like the grass one, if that's what I think it is. I've seen multiple times I went in the grass, did a pounce, and got 182, so I'm just gonna take it as fact. You guys can fact check me in the comments below though, but if it is the case, I do like that. It gives more importance to the grass and why putting it there, and it's an actual pounce. It's something that you would actually do, and it's beneficial. And then we also have longer grass times. Our grass stands around just for a little bit longer. That's cool. Not really much to say there. That's not really helping me in this case. I just need a little bit more with the grass. That's not duration time. But overall, what a really cool move. Then last on the primary path, we have Control Your Destiny and Glaive Wave. This is another 2 upgrades that are just honestly pretty great. Starting off with Control Your Destiny, this is a move that allows you to control your stab and where you want to go. As the same way as the normal stab, it does have the chance of being a normal clover or a rainbow clover and doing different type of damage. The only thing I find weird is that they don't allow you to do this inside of the grass, but I think that's because of the 182 that you can do off of it. It's just something that they just don't allow you. Then for Glaive Wave, it gives us a longer reach for our primary and takes our damage from 15 to 25. I really like this because for the combo, like I said before, sometimes enemies would be faster than my combo, so I couldn't get it off. Now with this extended reach, I can start doing the combo from a farther place, still getting damage off, and end up finishing the combo, causing the chain of knockdowns and just constantly keep the enemies in a big loop and allowing me to kill them without any hassle. And before we go into the secondary paths, I would like to ask you if you see yourself watching these videos often, or you just been enjoying this video in general. If you're not already, I would like you guys to subscribe and also drop a like. It just helps me know that I'm hopefully doing a good job in entertaining you guys. But without further ado, let's go into the top path called Pouncy Pouncer, with our first 2 moves, Poison Ivy and 4-Leaf Clover. In my personal belief, I believe these are the 2 best upgrades you can get for Tough Luck. Poison Ivy allows you to do more damage with your little grass, and first off, they lied. They said it's supposed to be doing 30 damage, but it only does 19. But there's a secret little thing with it that I don't know why they didn't mention. And the thing is that it allows our grass to actually have a slowdown. A slowdown for Tough Luck's grass is honestly crazy. It allows Tough Luck to actually kind of maneuver around enemies comparatively to before. A complaint that I had before is that you would still get hit by enemies when you're in your grass because they were still winding up and still performing the move. With this slowdown, it makes it so much easier to not get hit and also reposition yourself and put yourself in a place that you really want to be. And slowdown as itself is a really crazy property to have for a melee character. It allows Tough Luck to literally do whatever she wants. You want to pull off a combo? Go for it. You want to do one of the stabs? Go for it. You want to set up some grass? Go for it. You can do anything because slowdown exists. Now we'll go talk about 4-Leaf Clover. 4-Leaf Clover rewards you for sitting in your grass by giving you 5 HP. And I really think that's all I have to say because just having an auto heal of some type of way, no matter how much HP it is always going to be good, especially for a melee character. There is one tip I'll give you about this move though, and that is if you just keep entering and re-exiting the grass, sometimes the grass I think just stacks up over each other and you can get multiple HP per second. So instead of only getting 5 every single time you're just sitting there, you can get up to 10, 15. I even seen sometimes I got up to 20 per second. If you can figure out how to do this more consistently, you can practically be. Then the last move on this path is going to be Powerful Pounce. As if this path couldn't get any better, we now have this move. It's a very simple move. When you go into the grass and you do your backstabbing move, instead of doing 182, you are now doing 292 damage. I don't think I have to tell you how absurd that damage is. So we'll just go on to the bottom path now because yeah, I think it speaks for itself. Now we're on to the Warblade Whacker, where our first moves Wave Goodbye and Lucky Spin. Wave Goodbye gives us a little bit of a damage increase, not as crazy as the first one, but still definitely a damage increase. Now it's only to the actual projectiles that get shot out, so it's not like our actual damage for the full combo is going to get increased at all. We still have the 80 for the combo move. Then we also have Lucky Spin. Tough Luck's whole bottom path deals with combos, which is, you know, very hit or miss. This one I definitely see some value in, also isn't really too crazy though. When you press square, square, and then circle, you get to do a spin that puts a big block of grass around you. Now this is very good for concealment. The only problem I really have with it is that it's pretty slow in actually getting you to become invisible. You have to wait for the whole animation, even though the grass is on the ground, for you to become invisible, and sometimes that leads to you to getting hit or being stuck and not being able to move. But it's very good to just kind of trap enemies inside of your grass. Now since we're not on the top path, there isn't going to be any type of slow or anything like that, which is definitely a reason why I think this one maybe should have been in the top path, just to make it better. And then maybe putting the Warsaw stab one down here, just because that would make sense since that deals with the whole fucking Warblade saw. But it isn't a bad combo move at the end of the day. Also, there's this weird glitch where if the circle disappears in time while you're still in it or about to leave it, you'll be stuck in the invisibility state and you can just kind of freely roam around and they won't see you. So that's pretty cool. Then our last move is going to be Winging Warblade. Winging Warblade absolutely sucks. I really don't see a benefit of using this combo move between any of the other ones that we have. The reason being is that the final move of it is always doing 65 damage. This is supposed to be like our combo with the stab move. And the cool thing about stab is that, again, it has that random factor of doing a lot of damage. And the top half has that one where it does over 200 damage. And then this one pisses the bed and only does 65 with no other attributes at the end. There's absolutely no point in using this combo. You could set up the leaves with the other one. You can do knockback and 80 damage with the other one. This one just does 65 and fucking, I don't even know. It just fucking disappoints you, I guess. Then for our soul gem, we have Garden of Pain. The only thing I can really say about Garden of Pain is that it's kind of disappointing. Comparatively to everything that we saw on the top path, this one looks really weak. The thing that it does is that anytime you're about to do your stab move, I believe if you press square, you'll be able to summon a bunch of grass from the ground that does 100 damage and a little bit of like a toss-up, I guess. Not really even that. But like, again, top path had a move that did 200 damage. Our normal move can do just almost 100 damage, if we get lucky. So what's the real point of the grass? Just have something that can hit from every single angle? I guess. I don't know. Just from everything that we saw, I really just can't say I'm like super hyped for this one. I literally think everything on the top path outranks this by like a million miles. Now with the soul gem done, I have looked at every single move, and I'm ready to give you my honest rating on Tough Luck. Tough Luck as a character in the beginning pretty much sucked. I really didn't like her, but upgrades kept coming, and honestly she got better and better. Top path is fantastic. I really like the top path. The only thing I can say I don't like about the top path is the name. It sounds like a gay stripper's name. Now, nothing against gay strippers, but you know, just a little bit weird. The bottom path on the other hand, I don't really know. I just don't think it's really that great in any scenario. The damage for the saws are alright. The two combo moves are whatever. And then the soul gem is also another whatever. Overall, I think Tough Luck is a really fun character if you go with the top path. She's practically... and I think she's a lot of fun. But since I do also take design into this, and I really don't like how the bottom path went, or even really the soul gem, or a couple of things about the character, I think I'm gonna have to give her a solid 3.5 out of 5. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Honestly Rated. Let me know who you want to see next for the next Honestly Rated, which come out every single Saturday. Let me know what you think about Tough Luck in the comments below. And if you want to watch any more Honestly Rated, you can click the playlist in the description or on your screen. Thank you for making it all the way to the end, and I hope to see you and everybody else in the next one. Peace.